Hello students, we will study the last part of your graph, that is Ogives. Even Ogives are called as cumulative frequency curve. Ogives or cumulative frequency curve is a graphical representation of frequency distribution. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು frequency distribution ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು Ogives curve ಮೇಲೆ solve ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Here what is happening is, as we come across cumulative frequency of two types, that is less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency, so you will get coming across two types of Ogives: less than Ogive curve, less than Ogive curve, ಮತ್ತೆ more than Ogive curve. ಇಲ್ಲಿ cumulative frequency distribution ಎರಡು ತರ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಎರಡು ತರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ less than cumulative frequency ಮತ್ತೆ more than cumulative frequency ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, you will have less than Ogive curve as well as more than Ogive curve. Now in the problem in Kedara, if just Ogives is mentioned, then you have to draw both less than Ogive curve and more than Ogive curve. Or if in the problem directly it is given, problem ಒಳಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ less than Ogive curve ತೆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ less than Ogive curve ತೆಗಿರಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ more than Ogive curve ತೆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ನೀವು more than Ogive curve ತೆಗಿರಿ. ಬರೀ Ogives ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದ ನೀವು ಎರಡು ತೆಗಿರಿ. One more thing you have to remember, with the help of Ogives we can find out the value of median. What is median? You will study in your next chapter. One ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 2 marks question ಇರಬಹುದು. What can be located with the help of a Ogive curve ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ average Ogive curve ದಿಂದ ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅದು ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ median. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಇದು average ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ mode. So do remember this one. For 2 marks question, with the help of histogram we can find out the value of mode, whereas with the help of Ogive curves we can find out the value of median. ಆಮೇಲೆ median ಹೆಂಗೆ ತೆಗೆಯೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಕರ್ವ್ ತೆಗೆದಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. But you do remember that with the help of Ogives we can find out median, whereas with the help of histogram we can find out mode. Now this is the example which is given to you. So with the help of this particular example we will draw Ogive curves. Now in this problem what is given you? Draw less than Ogive and more than Ogive curves to the following distribution. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. So and do remember both the curves are to be drawn on the same graph sheet. ಒಂದೇ graph sheet ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಎರಡು ಕರ್ವ್ ತೆಗಿತೀರಾ. Now what is given to you? Class and frequency. Here classes 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60. Now when this is given to you, we will draw first less than Ogive and then we will draw more than Ogive curve. One thing you have to find out before we draw it, cumulative frequency. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು cumulative frequency curve. As we are going to draw both the curves, so here you have to find out both less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency. First, here we will take into account less than cumulative frequency. Less ogive curve, just ogive ಬರೀರಿ. Then more than ogive. So ये नाम ತಗೋಬೇಕಾ? What is to be taken into account? So divide it into two parts. For less than ogive, you have to take upper limits of all the classes. In short, I have written UL upper limits. Otherwise, I will write it in full form. Upper limits of all the classes ಆಮೇಲೆ less than cumulative frequency, that is CF. Now, whereas for more than ogive curve, you have to take lower limits ಆಮೇಲೆ more than cumulative frequency. Do remember, less than ogive curve ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ದು ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾ ಮತ್ತು ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾ. ನಾ ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವ? ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All the upper limits of the classes. Then find out less than cumulative frequency. Less than cumulative frequency daga you top dina bottom bari. So first frequency ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. First frequency will remain as it is 17. This is 17. Then 17 plus 25. 17 plus 25, it is 42. Then 42 plus 35, 4, 7, 77. You want that to add on. Then 77 plus 23, 7, 9, 10, 100. Then 100 plus 16, 160, less than cumulative frequency. So you go on adding the figures. 17 as it is, 17 hegide hange, ಆಮೇಲೆ 17 plus 25 ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು 35 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 35 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 77 ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು 23 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ 23 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ 100 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So you write it, add 16, so you will get 160. Now, once this is done, you go for more than ogive curve. So here what we do is, we will take into account all the lower limits. So all the lower limits, your lower limits are, first one is 35, next is 40, 45, 50, and last is 55. Then you have to find out more than cumulative frequency. More than cumulative frequency, you bottom in the top ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. Whereas in less than cumulative frequency, we come from top to bottom. So whereas in case of more than cumulative frequency, for CF, ನೀವು bottom in the top. So 16, the last value, keep it as it is, 16. Then 16 plus 23, that is 39. Then 39 plus 35, in 39 ಗೆ 35 add ಮಾಡಿ, 3, 3, 6, 7, 74. Then 74 ಗೆ 25 you add it, 7, 8, 9. 99. For 99 you add 17. 9 plus 7, 16, 10, 11. So 160. So your last values, that is the ultimate value, will be the same here. 16 and here the topmost 116 and 160. So one thing you remember, less than cumulative frequency, you come from top to bottom by adding one after another the frequencies. Whereas more than cumulative frequency, you go from bottom to top. So you do basic work. Once this is done, you draw the graph. So give the title, graph representing Ogive curves. Now, scale, x-axis, then y-axis. Whatever the scale is there, you write it. X-axis 1 unit, y-axis 1 unit. So this is our class. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, cumulative frequency CR we will be taking. Whereas histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು frequency ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ Ogives ಒಳಗೆ we will take or we will consider cumulative frequency. Now look at the classes. The minimum is 35, the maximum is 60. So we will start with that. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So 5. CF. These are all your CFs. This one you have to represent. So your minimum is 16 ಇದೆ, maximum 116 ಇದೆ. So we will take it as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So the gap is 10. Now once this is done, first we will represent less than cumulative frequency. This one we will be taking, and now first we draw ಮಾಡೋಣ, less than Ogive curve ತೆಗೆಯೋಣ, ಆಮೇಲೆ more than Ogive curve ತೆಗೆಯೋಣ. First less than, upper limits 40. ಈ 40 ಗೆ cumulative frequency ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 17. So 17 ಗೆ mark ಮಾಡಿ 40, 17. Then 45 ಗೆ 42, 45 ಗೆ 42. Then 50 ಗೆ 77. For 50 it is 77. 55 ಗೆ 100. For 55 it is 100. Then for 60 it is 160. For 60 it is 160. Is it so? Now, what we have to do is join all these stars freehand. You curve ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ you freehand ಆಗಿ you curves ಎಲ್ಲ join points ಎಲ್ಲ join ಮಾಡಿ. So this is your less than Ogive curve. ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ತೆಗೀರಿ. Then we will draw now more than augur curve. On the same graph sheet you draw more than augur curve. This is your more than augur curve. Illa lower limits bartava. 35 ಗೆ how much it is? 116. For 35 it is 116. 40 99. 40 99. 45 74. 45 74. 50 39. 50 39. 55 it is 60. 55 it is 60. So now you join all these dots don't use a scale, join all these dots. When you draw it using a proper scale, graph, everything, it will be much clearer. So this is yours, more than augur, curve, and this is your less than augur curve. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವು ಎರಡು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ, where both the curves interact, draw one straight line and whatever the value is here, that will be your median. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ, you will get a median. So this is how the augurs have to be drawn, more than and less than. Thank you.